Hey y'all, what's up? I always feel like I'd be doing my intros in the car, but today I'm doing my intro from my bathroom mirror. I'm showing y'all my leg day outfit, which is, this is what I wear every leg day. So I usually wear a short and this oversized white t-shirt. So I'll see y'all at the gym. Story time on why this video or why this workout video has an intro and does not have an outro or does not have a continuation. On that day, it was last Thursday, and I was doing legs. So there was this guy at my gym, not Gym Bay, okay? There's this guy at my gym that I would talk to all the time. He was really nice. Is the key word. He was really nice. He would kind of open and close the door for me. We would kind of have like little conversations here and there. We would talk every time I would leave. And very minimally when I would come into the gym. Never when I was working out or during a workout, okay? I would rarely see him in the gym when I was actually working out. I would only see him when I was coming in or leaving. So that day, I was at the beginning of my workout. This was my second machine of the day, and he decided to walk around and come and talk to me. This was very unusual for us. We never talked to each other while the person was working out. We never spoke to each other while each other was working out. I thought he was coming over there to make small talk again, so I kind of smiled and waved. I was really trying to get back into my set because I was trying to reach a new personal goal, a new personal max, so I was really trying to focus on what I was doing. Dude stops to actually have a real conversation. So I take my headphone off of my ear because I have over the ear headphones. So I'd put it behind my ear to hear what he's kind of saying. I do it like that. Y'all, just even think about it makes me what the fuck was this dude talking about? Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. This is how he opens the conversation. He says, "Do you know the science behind what you're doing?" I say, "Excuse me?" He says, "Do you know the science behind what you're doing?" I say, "The science behind lifting weights? What are you talking about?" He goes on an hour-long rant about how I should be using less weight and more reps, how I should be eating 6 small meals a day, how I should not want to look muscular, how I should make sure that I need to look leaner, that whatever fat that I have, he didn't use the word fat. In the whole time he was talking to me, he never used the word fat. He said that whatever fat that I have, it's going to turn into muscle if I keep training the way that I'm training. So I need to make sure that I'm losing and then going into looking leaner. He also told me that I shouldn't be taking advice from women because I'm never going to look like them. And so I shouldn't look at anybody on Instagram or YouTube because I'm never going to look like them, and I shouldn't be taking advice from women that I'm never going to look like. Now, you're asking to yourself, Caitlin, what prompted this conversation? And I'm going to tell you, nothing. Nothing prompted this conversation at all. When I tell you, I have never said anything to him about working out at all, period. I've never said anything about needing help, about asking help from him, or nothing like that. And apparently that was also a problem because guess what he brought up? He said the reason he was saying this to me, because I asked him, I said, "What made you come over here and say this to me?" He said the reason he was saying this to me was because I asked a girl to help me with the machine that targets what I thought was the glutes. And when I asked her about it, she said it really mainly targets the hamstrings. And then she went to say, if you are looking for exercise that targets the glutes, you should try doing, what is that? She said you should try using this other machine. I cannot think of the exercise, but I did it yesterday. She said you should try doing this exercise. And I was like, oh, okay. I do those exercises. And she's like, well, girl, you already got the key to do the glutes or whatever. He said you were so locked into that conversation, you didn't even have time for me. You never talked to me that day. What? He then even said about my conversation with Jimbe. Okay, he was like, you even asked old dude how to use a machine. I've never asked Jimbe how to use a machine ever. I've never asked him how to use a machine. The only thing I've ever said to Jimbe was that he made working out look effortless. I said it in a video, and I was like, I've never asked him how to use a machine. I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, I was upset that you asked them how to do something and you never asked me how to do anything. First of all, sir, I've never seen you use a machine because I've only seen you use the bags to box. Like, he's a boxer. I've only seen him kickbox. I've never seen him use any of the machines, so I didn't feel comfortable walking up to him. And I don't ask men questions about machines because I don't feel comfortable asking men questions about working out. Okay, I only feel comfortable asking women questions about what they're doing. And the girl was really helpful. Like, I was so confused. And by the end of it, I was like, dude, you made me sit here and like listen to you. He didn't make me do anything. Honestly, I should have just told him to shut up and leave me alone. But I kind of felt like trapped in the situation. I just really should have told him to leave me alone, but I didn't. At the end of it, I was like, dude, I sat here talking to you and I didn't even get to work out. And he was like, you did something better. You learned something. Boy, he was like, you learned something more valuable. I was like, this was not valuable. What you had to say was complete and utter BS. Oh, he was like, you need to incorporate more cardio into your workouts. And I'm like, sir, I know cardio. I know how to do cardio. I've been doing cardio since I was younger. Sir, I do not need your advice. I do not need this unsolicited advice. And I cannot understand the audacity. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's why this video has a beginning and no end.